Let me hear that back. Let me hear that back. So, new life.
Hey, it is me, your girl Erica, and I am from Intrinsic. You know I am the smoothest one out here. We are on episode 5, yes 5 of In the Lab. We do science and STEM activities that are designated for adults who are adulting. So all of the things that we go through as parents and adults, or adults and parents, I have a science experiment to show how it affects your body and to show you what basic things look like in the workplace, because sometimes we just need to be able to see in order to believe. Today's experiment has to deal with something sweet. We're going to be learning about being oversaturated and how it looks in our body. I call this experiment oversaturation. What you're going to need for this is actually minimal things. You're going to need a microwave or a stove, water, sugar, a container, and then you're going to need a spoon. So let's get started. How does oversaturation affect you in your workplace as well as your home? What you're going to do is you're going to take your jar. I have a very small jar. I don't want to use a whole lot of sugar for this. So if you want to make a big batch, just know that you're going to be using about 3 times the amount of sugar as you do water. So I'm only going to use a cup of sugar. Add a third of a cup of water. So this is going to be super simple. 1/3 of a cup. I like to use measuring cups because I like to make sure I get my experiments right for you guys. Alright, I'm going to add that water just like that. You're going to heat this water up. Again, you can do this on the stove or in the microwave. I'm going to do the microwave. I'm going to put it in the microwave between 45 seconds and 1 minute. So while that's heating up, let's chat. New albums to listen to, by the way. I've been listening to Foggy Raw. I've been listening to Baby King. And that's really about it. Alright, so while that's heating up, let's go ahead and get our sugar ready. You're going to need 1 cup of sugar. So 1 cup, as y'all can see, God cam is catching it. 1 cup. So we got our water and it is boiling. It is hot. So I would advise to use a towel. I surely can't afford to go to the hospital myself. We're going to start adding our sugar very gradually. This glass represents you. The sugar that we are adding, okay, the sugar is every deadline, everything that you have to do. Work deadline, dinner time, emails, quality time with your husband or your partner. This is self-care. This is student loan repayments, taxes, bills. This is taking care of sick parents or, just parents in general. But if you can see, there's a lot of buildup that's happening. So we're just going to add this whole cup of sugar. This is everything, okay? Everything. Every task, every responsibility, every person, every stress, every part of society, every thought, every negative thought, positive thought, however you want to put it. We want to dissolve this a little bit. That's that this should look clear and not cloudy. But I'm not really feeling clear this yet. We're gonna keep stirring. So you want to stir this until it gets clear. But I think we've done this wrong, and we may have to do this again because it's pretty cloudy. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this one more time. This is hot boiling water. Okay, your skin cannot stand a chance with this. All right, with our water, we're gonna add a bigger spoon because it says we want to add 1 spoonful until it dissolves. We want to make sure we're adding. Hold on. You want to stir. Let's pull this back just a tad. You want to stir until it's clear. Okay. So we're gonna add spoonfuls, and again, this is those emails. This is every responsibility that you are taking on. See how it goes back clear? You're maintaining. You're maintaining. You're maintaining. Add some more. This is your day-to-day. With the spoon is just time. You know, it's showing you that as time goes by and you keep moving, it will go right back clear. That's crazy. That's really interesting to me, actually. Get a close-up of that. That's interesting. And take another spoon. We add some more. This is your family, your responsibilities, your day-to-day tasks. And days are going by. And again, just keep watching. It goes right back clear. You're stunning. Now, as you can see, it's taking a little longer to get back clear now. It's taking longer to get it to dissolve, but it gets back clear. And we're gonna add some more. Alright, we're going in, and it's cloudy. This is very interesting. Time is going by. You're at work, you're working, emails are happening. Like I said, it's taking a lot longer to dissolve this now. I love it. Not dissolving as quickly anymore. Alright, so I'm gonna come back once we get this whole cup in. Alright, you guys, so we're back, and just a couple of things. I definitely had to use purified water versus tap. So what you want is, you want a clear result. And to be honest, the ideal water to use for this experiment will be distilled water, but I don't have any distilled water. So right now we're stuck with purified. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Two things also to add was that I had to dissolve 1 cup of sugar into 1/3 of water. So I literally had to use 3 times the amount of sugar. Now this batch that you see here that I'm still stirring, this is the purified water. I had to do this twice. So this is my 3rd attempt. I did not show you the 2nd attempt because, to be honest, I don't have that much memory in my phone. This is purified water. This is the sugar dissolved. It should be clear. This is actually still a little bit cloudy, but it's also hot. One thing that I will show you, or one thing that you do need to know is that the sugar will not dissolve if the water is cold. I had to put this back in the microwave about 3 times. So now that it's finally dissolved, I'm going to let this cool. As this is cooling, you cannot touch this in any instance. I'm actually going to leave this untouched for, I don't know, until it cools off. But once it cools off, we'll be able to finish the experiment. So I'm going to stop stirring because I think that's about as clear as it's going to get right now. But having to put that much sugar into water is no easy feat. Alright, so this is finally cooled, and it has taken over an hour to cool off. Do this when you have time. So as you can see, this is a clear mixture, and now we're going to take 1 grain of sugar, and it is supposed to crystallize. Right now, this mixture looks very calm, cool, and collected. But remember, we added 1 cup, literally 1 cup of sugar to just 1/3 of water. So we added 3 times the amount of sugar to water, and it was a task getting it this clear. This is still a liquid, but it's very thick like syrup. I'm gonna take literally 1 grain of sugar. That's all I'm gonna put in the thing. This is going to go into the mixture and it is supposed to crystallize. Moment of truth. That didn't do it didn't do anything. Wait a minute. When I say this didn't do anything, it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. We didn't get anything. This is really about to make me mad because we spent all this time trying to get it. This ain't do nothing. But I'll show you what it did do. Can't keep a real one down. So if you look at this, now this wasn't supposed to go this way. It was actually supposed to do it on its own. But upon evaluation, the top layer of this had crystallized already. So basically all I did was add the sugar and allowed it to crystallize on its own. But you see, this came from added stress. This little milky, crystal-like structure. If you look, I don't know if you guys can really see it. See those like crystals inside? That happened because we added even more sugar to an already oversaturated base. And that is how our body does. We take in all this information, we take in all of this stress and all of the things that we need to do. And although we look fine and we look clear, it just takes one little instance to set us over the edge and to cause us to look like this. We went from a very clear liquid to now we have crystals appearing all over. This crystallization that you see, that's the snap. That's how you look internally when you are taking on too much. All right, the water represents you. The sugar represents the extra stuff. And if you're putting an extra already on top, you're just one little speck away from doing this on the inside. Also, wanted to show you exactly what you look like when you're already oversaturated. Since you are already oversaturated, look at the consistency of this, just so you guys can see a better picture. This was water, and now it looks like corn syrup. We went from a consistency like this to a consistency like this. There is clearly a difference. This is too much. You don't want to be like this. This is thick and slow. You want to be like that. See the difference? We gotta do better. This has been another episode of In the Lab with Erica. I would say that this experiment was like half of a fail. It didn't go the way that we expected it to go, but it did actually do what it was supposed to. And so we were able to still learn the same concept. So I'm gonna say that this is a win. We are now 4-1. Okay, I've only had one experiment go bad on me. The others have gone well. Make sure you check out more episodes, and we'll have a new episode every week. See you all soon.